never screamed so loud in my life, okay? Hey guys, so today I'm giving you very much the weather outside is frightful vibes, kind of. I don't know, I'm having a lot of issues with this shirt because y'all know I talk with my hands, and this shirt is on backwards. I'm making this, like, this shirt is not supposed to be like this. But it's just, I thought it was cute. It was giving me very, like, sit by the fire, you know? So I was just like, I'm gonna wear it, I don't care. So anyway, I just, I felt like wearing this. And I also wanted to come to you guys with another story time because not for nothing, you guys, I'm in a very giving holiday spirit. You guys love my story times. I like telling my story times. So I thought I would just go ahead and bust out some story times for you. So, you guys give to me, I give back to you, because let me tell y'all something. The way you all have showed up and showed out on my Instagram is something serious. Like, I've never really been into Instagram that much. Maybe it was because I was never popping like that. And so I didn't know how good it felt that when I post a picture, y'all like really went crazy on my last picture. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I got so many comments. I got so many DMs. I got so many people putting me on their story. Like, I really, 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 really appreciate that. Like, y'all really did that for me, and it just really made my day. I don't know. I really liked it. I hope I got to everybody, because Instagrams do update, and how you can see comments and how you can reply to comments and all that stuff, it's just stupid. So I try to get to as many people as I can. So I'm so sorry if I missed your comment. I keep going through to make sure that I comment back to everybody, because I've never, I never want to be that kind of person that thinks like I don't need to respond. But hopefully I got to your comment. I either liked it or I told you thank you personally. But if you left a comment, this is me telling you thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And like, because y'all do not have to follow me on Instagram. You guys don't have to like my photos. You guys don't have to comment on my photos. You guys don't even have to DM me, like, and y'all do. So thank you. Anyway, let's get into this story time, okay? Because this one is just a hot mess. And it's honestly not even really funny. It's very, very scary. And I think this is something that I kind of been wanting to talk about, because a lot of people DM me from like all types of places and stuff. And I just like the climate of the world and, how trafficking is right now. I just want people to like, I'm such a dodo when it comes to like real life things, just because in my head, I don't feel like stuff like this happens. Like, I don't know. I'm one of those people, to be honest. I'm one of those people where I'm just like, oh, that's just on the news. Like, that would never happen to me. That would never happen to me. But guess what? It happened to me, and it can happen to you. So I just wanted to share my story, because this was crazy and it was kind of traumatic. Yeah, kind of. So let's get into it, shall we? So let's take it back to when I first moved to Miami. I feel like Jeffree Star and Calabasas when I talk about me living in Miami. Like, y'all get it. But I had gotten a job in the downtown area. So at this time, I was still living in a hotel. I was not living in a house yet, but either way, I didn't live in the downtown area, obviously. So I had to commute to work. Now, if you know anything about living in a city, you know that parking is trash. Trying to find a parking that is affordable, number one, because people be taxing for parking, and trying to find a good spot for your car, because not only if you find a spot, but making sure your car's not gonna get broken into, that your car is not gonna get smashed. Like, there's so many things when parking in the city that I just didn't want to deal with. So here they have the Metro Trail and they have the Metro Mover. Now, the Metro Trail is the train system that gets you from city to city. And the Metro Mover is once you're already in the inner city, like downtown, it gets you from one part of downtown to another. So, very nice public transportation system here in Miami-Dade. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and I'll just go on the train. Like, I'll just take the train to work, because I don't know, I felt like a city girl, and I felt like that's what, when you raised in the city, you live in the city, you take the train. Like, what? Whatever. And mind you, I'm very familiar with the like subway system of New York because we would always go visit my grandma. So to me, like, taking the train is not like, I feel like that's just a very city thing to do. Like, everybody takes a train. So I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take the train to work. So what I did was, there are places, like, I'm sure there's a lot of things like this everywhere, where it's like park and ride. So you find this like a parking lot where you can park your car, and you can either carpool, take the bus, or take the train. So that's pretty much like how it was. Now, this place to park your car was across the street from the train station. So it was in a shopping kind of center. It's like a plaza where you parked at, and then you just walk across the street, and there was the train station. Now, I didn't really feel any type of way about it because this train station, or this park and ride place, was like in a very heavily populated area. There was a lot of traffic, like there was like shopping, food, like there was a lot of stuff going on. So I never felt a type of way of the place that I was parking. Like, I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't think that it was sketchy. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, this is perfect. So my work schedule was 12 to 8. So getting to work was really easy just because it was like daylight. There was like a lot of people. It was during lunchtime. So there was always people just in and out, in and out. So I really, really didn't feel a type of way. And I was always walking with people. So like everybody was trying to get to the train. That's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, where it was just like everybody was doing it. So I didn't feel a type of way, because anytime I would see so many people just parking their cars the same times I would, walking across the street to get to the train station. So no harm, no foul. My dad showed me how to get to like the stops that I needed to go. I learned how to get, around the downtown area through the train system, through the Metro movers. So I didn't feel no type of way. I was doing this for quite some time. I was doing it for like months, I believe that. I think it was like by the 3rd month that this incident happened. So I was very, very comfortable with just dropping my car off, walking across the street, getting on a train, going to work, coming back. Now, coming back was a little bit, because like I said, I got off at 8. So by the time I actually got to my destination, it was probably like 9 o'clock, honestly. So, it's dark, it's later, but it's still, I wasn't really sketched out because like I said, there were still people doing the same thing that I was doing. So it was chilling, So I was on the train one day. I got off work. I was walking to the train. Cool, had my headphones in. So I was sitting next to the door where that little plastic like barrier thing was. So I was just like sitting like this against the little plastic thing. This was before COVID, obviously. So I was just, didn't care about the bacteria. I was just sitting on my phone. I was playing Candy Crush and listening to music. Now, mind you, I just got off of work. I know that this shouldn't matter, but it kind of does. I was wearing a dress, but I was wearing like a really big cardigan over it, and I had my afro out at the time. And mind you, like I had just gotten from work, so I'm just looking like I just got back from work, So I wasn't looking fly. I wasn't, drawing attention to myself. I was wearing all black, so to me, I just looked very regular. I didn't look like, oh, who's that baddie on the train? Like, I wasn't giving any of that. I was getting very much basic working class on my way home, So I was just sitting down. I had my headphones in, and I'm just like on my phone, whatever. So I look up, and it's just this big man, and like I have my music in, so I don't really hear what he's saying. So I paused my music, and I like took my headphone out, and I was like, yes. And he was like, oh, you're very beautiful. Like, you look good. And I was like, thank you. Mind you, I'm not a rude person when you meet me, but at the same time, like in these kind of situations, you just gotta be rude to people because no. So I was just like, thank you. And so I put my headphones in. I was giving very much that because this is my safety. I don't have to be nice. So I was like, thank you, put my headphone in, and I just get back to like being on my phone. So mind you, I'm sitting down and I have my legs crossed and he's tapping on my knee. And I was like, yo, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Mind you, this is a full train. Like the train was full, okay? So I was like, don't touch me. And he was like, I paused music and he was like, oh, I just wanted to let you know, like, you're just so beautiful. You probably think I'm too old for you, huh? I'm not even all that old. Mind you, this man had a white goatee. Yes, you are old. So, because I'm like, no, boy, no, man, don't do this with me right now. So, I was like sitting there and I was just like, okay. And he was like, you don't want to talk to me? And I was like, no, sir. And I was just being very just straight, direct, like, cut, I was like, no, sir. And he was like, oh, you don't want to talk to me? You don't want to talk to me? You probably think I'm old. Like, I'm not old. I'm probably your age. Like, how old are you? How old you think I am? And I just like looked at him and I was just like, anyway. So I go back to going on my phone. But this time I paused the music, but I didn't put it back on. So he walks away and he started going off on the train. He was like, oh, these bitches, these hoes think they're way cuter than what they actually are. You're not even all that. You're not even pretty like that. Like, y'all so bougie, like da 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 da. He's saying all kinds of craziness on this train. And he was like, oh, you think you're this, you think you're that, you, you're not even pretty, da 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 da. Like, he just started going in on me. And so I'm just acting like I'm not listening to him. I'm just on my phone acting like nothing. And I'm texting my sisters and I'm just like, oh my God. Actually, I don't even know who I was texting at the time, but whoever I was texting, I was going in. And they were like, everybody's like looking at me on the train. Mind you, not that anybody needed to come to my defense or whatever, but at the same time, like, nobody wanted to help me. Okay. So it's like a whole world. So I'm just like sitting there and I had about like 4 stops left to get to my destination. So I was just like, if he doesn't get off on this next stop, then I'm just gonna get off on this next stop and I'll just wait and then I'll just take the next train or whatever. So I saw that he wasn't getting off the train. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this executive decision and I'm going to get off on the train. So I get off on the train on this next stop and people are coming up to me and they're like, oh my God, like, can you believe how he was? And I'm just like, okay, first of all, like, yeah, I can believe how he was. And I just can't believe how nonchalant y'all were. Like, nobody was going to say anything. Like, nobody was going to help me. Like, if you're not going to say something on the train, then why are you coming up to me at the train? Like, whatever. So I get off on the train station and I just sit there and I just wait. When I tell you, I waited for like 3 trains to go by. Like, I was just waiting. I was just letting them go. Mind you, this is not like New York in the sense of like 5 minutes the next train is coming in the next 5 minutes. Like, you have to wait. So I waited there for a hot minute for 3 trains to go by. So, and then I felt bad because this one guy, like, he was doing, like, those people that do, like, surveys or whatever. He's like, oh, can I talk to you? And I was like, no! I felt really bad because I was just already shook. And just, like, another person trying to talk to me, I was just, like, really, really shook. So I felt really bad. So, sorry to that boy. Sorry I didn't take your survey. But I let the trains pass, and then I get back on the train again. Mind you, I have my protection on me, okay? I was not playing no games with nobody. I took this out of my purse and I had it on me. So I had it like this, I had it like this and I had it in my hand. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. So I have it in my hand, but I'm just sitting on the train like this because, you don't want people to know you got a weapon on you. So I was just holding it like this, like very discreetly. I get on, I go to my stop. I thought everything was not okay. Like, I was still shook. But I thought everything was, like, I didn't know what stop he was going to be on, so I didn't think he would literally be at the same stop that I was going to be on. And by this time, I'm just like, surely you went on the bus and you went wherever you needed to go. So I get off the train, and it's like escalators at the train station. So I'm going down the escalator, and I'm like looking down. Mind you, at the time, I had an afro. So all I hear is,
Afro, Afro.
I look up, and it's the man. Like, I'm coming down the escalator, and he's walking. He's already at the bottom of the escalator, and he's walking towards the end of it. So there was this group of girls that were in front of me. They were like 13. I don't know what they were doing 13 at the train station by themselves. But I was just like, I'm just going to walk with these girls. Like, I'm just going to stay with this group. Because it was like 6 of them. So I was like, I'm going to stay with this group of girls. They probably thought I was so weird. So that, like, I kind of, like, I don't know. Like, you know, when you get put in these situations, people are like, oh, if it was me, I would do this, I would do that. Like, actually, no. You really can't say what you're going to do unless you're actually in that situation. So I was just like, let me just stay with people. Like, let me just stay within people. So I got off the escalator, and he's like, Afro, Afro, and I'm just not even paying him no attention. I'm trying to just like get away. So I get to the bottom of the escalator, and obviously when you get out the train station, you need to swipe your card, so they open the thing and then you can get out. So I get to that thing, and these girls started walking like the opposite direction. So I was just like, dang it, like I needed y'all. But when you get out the train station, it's the bus station. It's the people that are waiting for the bus. Now, it's the train station and the bus station or whatever, and I had to cross an intersection. It's 3 lanes going like north, and then 3 lanes going south. So I had to cross the intersection to get to the parking ride thing where my car was at. So I'm just sitting here, and I'm like trying to, you know, hurry up. All this stuff is going by so fast. So I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying to think like, okay, how am I going to get to my car? Like, I just need to get to my car. So the girls leave. The group of girls that I was trying to like follow behind leave. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, so I'm just like, okay, let me stay like within like the light. But I had to get away. There was like a little dark spot, and then like the lights of the interstate and like, or the intersection, and then like the restaurants and everything like that. So I was just like, I just need to make it past this little dark spot, and then I could just book it to my car. And then if anything happens to me, people will see it. Girl. So you have to walk along like the little benches for the buses. So I think this was like stupid of me. I shouldn't have tried to book it. I don't even know what I was doing. Like, there's security at these train stations, but like, they don't care. They're not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I got my taser on me. I'm telling you, I got my taser on me, and I had my hand ready, oh. I got my taser on me, and you know, I'm ready to go. So I just scared my dog. So I'm ready to go just in case, but I didn't want to use this. So I'm walking, and I'm so nervous. So I'm speed walking. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. So all I hear is Afro, Afro. He's still saying Afro. Mind you, like I'm saying this like really slow, but this was happening like super, super fast. So he's like, Afro, Afro, and I'm walking super, super fast. Out of nowhere. So I'm like, I have my purse, and I'm clenching this taser. I'm clenching it. And all of a sudden, I feel somebody grab my arm. And I'm talking about as if like I was in trouble type deal. I feel somebody grab my arm, and he's like, where are you going? I never screamed so loud in my life, okay? I'm loud, so I know it was loud. I started screaming. I was like, I was screaming. I was putting my taser. I was like trying to, oh my God, my shirt. I was screaming. I was like, I had my taser on go. Like, I didn't take my hand off that thing. And I'm just trying to like tase him in the face. I'm trying to tase him in the arm. I'm trying to tase him in all types of directions. Like, my taser was going. And I was just screaming. He lets go of me. And like I told you, I was running this way because that's where my car was. I started, but then like it was towards darkness. So then I started running back towards the train station and I'm screaming. This man is still running after me. So I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm literally running back to the train station where like all the people are and I'm screaming. Mind you, this man is still running after me. So I have to like run around the bus. Like I almost got hit by a bus. So I'm like running around the bus so that I can get across this intersection. I cut through. Jesus was watching me because when I tell, y'all saw the tag? Jesus was watching me because when I tell y'all, I did not care about cars coming. I did not stop for nothing. When I tell you, I was running, obviously to save my life, but like for my life. I ran across those intersections because like I said, there was like 3 lanes going north and 3 lanes going south. So I would just ran across the intersection. Thank God I didn't get hit by a car or nothing. I guess like in that moment, I just like blacked out or whatever. I don't know. And then it was like to get to my car was like a little bit. I have never ran so fast in my car. So I run to my car and I'm running to the car. I unlock the door. I run in the car. Like I rip the door open. I jump into my car and I booked it. Like I don't even remember anything. I just remember taking my car in reverse, and y'all know when it's like the skirt sound. I did that and I was out. And literally like after like 2 seconds I called my sister and I was like, oh my God, you will never believe what happened to me. Like you will never believe what happened to me. Like this was crazy. Like I've never experienced this in my life. Like somebody legit like grabbed me. Like I don't think anybody understands like when I say like it's kind of traumatic because like you just don't think that something like that is gonna happen to you. But like you don't understand how violating it feels. Like somebody legit, like yeah, they grabbed my arm and that was it. But like somebody grabbing you in a way where it's just like your body instantly gets hot and you instantly think like this is it. Like it was so crazy. And I'm an emotional, dramatic person, but at the same time, I'm like not. It's like weird with me. So like I think like it was something crazy that happened to me, but I was just playing it off as if like, oh yeah, like I just got snatched or like somebody tried to snatch me or whatever. But I was so scared. I could not sleep. Like I just kept thinking, like every time I closed my eyes, I just kept feeling that man grab my arm, and it was just so crazy to me. And at this time, like I didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't have like, I was just walking by myself. I didn't have friends. I didn't have anybody. I was just, you know, going to work, doing my thing, you know, living my city girl life. And it was just so crazy to me that this happened. Obviously, after that, train where I paid $200 a month for parking. Yes, I did. And I had no business doing that because I didn't have the money to do that, but I did it. I was paying to park at a hotel in the parking garage because I could not fathom just like having to go on the train and like somebody snatching me. Just the idea of somebody snatching me like that is so crazy to me. And that's kind of why I am a certain type of way now. Like I don't pump gas by myself. I don't do stuff by myself because to be honest, I don't really know, like, I mean, obviously thank God, but I don't really know how that man wasn't able to snatch me. I guess because of taser, but like I'm so little and I'm so tiny. Like if you wanted to take me, you could. So I don't go places by myself. I don't. If I'm not in my vehicle, I'm not places by myself because I will not be vulnerable to that. I don't care. I will literally make my boyfriend take me everywhere before I go somewhere by myself. Like no. So yeah, that was the time that I almost got snatched. Well, I did get snatched, but I tased him to let me go because I don't even know if I even made contact with him. I don't even know what happened, but it just all happened so fast and it was so crazy. And I don't wish that on anybody. I wanted to talk about that too because like I just see so many girls like just walking around by themselves. And like, obviously I'm not the type, I do not believe that your clothes or whatever you got, you can walk out naked. That does not mean people can just grab you and touch you and just violate you. I don't believe that at all. But it's just like, I see so many girls out here just walking by themselves doing, and I'm just like, girl, like, don't do that. Like, be careful. And it's really one of those things, like, I never thought, like, I'm telling you, I'm just so naive to certain things that, like, I didn't think that that man just like yelling at me and screaming at me on the train was gonna lead to him actually trying to like grab me. Oh no, oh god. So be safe out here, guys. Like, seriously, be careful, be on your P's and Q's, and carry something. I'm not really a gun person. I don't like guns like that. Like, you know, do your Second Amendment, like, cool, more power to you. I was raised in the South, everybody got guns. I'm personally not a gun person, but you know, my boyfriend stays strapped, so I really don't need to be a gun person. But you know, I got my female cute little thing. I got this at Sports Academy for $30. They're on Amazon, they're everything. I know in some countries they're illegal, but USA, baby, we are allowed to carry weapons. So anyway, whatever you got to do to stay protected, do it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I will be doing more for the rest of the month of December to kind of give you guys my holiday Merry Christmas gifts to you. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys want to see. Is that all I have to say? Yes. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.